It's training camp season, and today we're looking at the Cincinnati Bengals. We're getting another look at Jermaine Burton. We're going to watch him catch some balls, work through some drills, and everything else. But before we dig in, you need to click that subscribe button right now because we're talking about these rookies, these guys on your favorite team every day during training camp, looking at their clips, looking at what they're doing behind the scenes. You need to see what they're doing so you know whether or not they're ramping up for the start of the season. You're going to start picking these guys for your fantasy football draft. You're going to want to know if they're playing well on the field or not. Click that button. Stop missing out. Today, we're looking at Jermaine Burton. Got a minute and a half of clips here. Some a little bit older. A lot of them kind of newer, though. So here we go. Pitch and catch to look like pitch and catch. And he's competing with Andrei Iosivas for like that wide receiver 3 role. Andrei Iosivas has been looking good. So that's a good thing, having competition if you're a Bengals fan, especially for that wide receiver 3, wide receiver 4 role, those ancillary wide receiver spots. Jermaine Burton, though, very sound wide receiver prospect. He was one of my hidden gems in the 2024 NFL draft prior to the NFL draft because we had so many good wide receivers this year. About 20-plus wide receivers with round 2 grades or better. Probably the deepest or is the deepest wide receiver class of all time with talent, and he was being overlooked during the process. What I liked about him, and I still like about him, is his ability to get off the release. He has a very diverse release package, gets downfield, and can track the ball well. He can really stretch it. It's going to allow the other wide receivers to really work the short to intermediate or really help in later in games where you got to push it down the field quick. This is where he's going to excel. Jermaine Burton's got a lot of upside here in this offense. He's a rookie, remember? Even though he's looking good, minicamp OTAs, training camp, he was out some practices. But the fact is, you got to really be patient with the rookie ramp up with him because it might take some time still. But the fact that you're getting competition at the wide receiver spot's also a good thing, Bengals fans, because it's always good to have competition in those wide receiver 3, wide receiver 4 roles because that just means you got talent to work with. And Burton, though, good hands. Like I said, his release package is good, very nuanced getting downfield. And I believe he was a hidden gem in this year's draft. I had him as one of my hidden gems. I was literally expecting him to get drafted a little bit later, but the fact that the Bengals took him in the 3rd round makes a lot of sense to me. I feel like that's a great slot for him to get drafted at, considering his talent and skill set. Only reason why I thought he was going to be drafted later, not due to skill set, but due to being so many good wide receivers in this year's draft. But what I like about him is that speed, able to get downfield, and his quickness off the release. I believe, and what I've been seeing here from OTAs, minicamp, training camp, is that you're getting a better talent than what you drafted at. Like, he is excelling past his draft slot from what we're seeing, all right, with the skills and the functionalities that we're seeing him work down the field, especially from what we're seeing already. We're seeing him make some splash catches, do well in drills. He's building a rapport with Joe Burrow and company, especially during minicamp. We saw him just work out with Burrow a lot, getting a lot of that one-on-one interaction, especially when we were having the T. Higgins contract dispute or whatever you want to call that. But Jermaine Burton is a player that you need to watch, especially over time. It may not be this year. It may be in the middle part of the year, or it might be next year, but he's going to get his opportunity sooner than later. He's got good ball skills. He's great downfield. You're seeing him gel well with the rest of the team. You're seeing him gel well with Jamar Chase and company. That being said, we got a lot of upside here with him. And the fact that the Bengals got him at a discount in the draft is still a testament to how good he is because this year's draft was stacked at wide receiver. Stacked. I imagine if we had a normal wide receiver class of just like maybe 5 to 10 wide receivers with round 2 grades or better, then he would get more notoriety. More people would be looking at him. But there was just so many good wide receivers that a lot of people were not talking about him going into the draft. But now that he's in Cincinnati, he's paired with Joe Burrow. This is the ultimate landing spot for him to develop and get better. And he's got a good quarterback to push it downfield, a good vertical passing game to allow him to excel with his skill set. And Burton has got a good upside in his game to the point where he could be a splash playmaker for this Bengals offense. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Make sure to hit that subscribe button on the way out. One thing for watching. Catch you on the next video.